Neighbor, and welcome back to Down on the Farm's Kitchen Table. I'm Larry Marble. Hop Sing is about to make us a big old heaping helping of great food, and I'm going to provide us a bunch of agricultural information. Thanks so much for joining us on this edition of the program. We appreciate it. We're brought to you each and every day by the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at our grain futures movement with the help of John Tuggle and Company Corpus. Very little excitement in yesterday's grain futures market. Corn closed up a penny, beans were down 3, KC was up a nickel. Nearly ideal growing conditions for South American corn and soybeans, largely responsible for the lower bean market. Across the Midwest, temperatures expected to become above normal by mid-month. Good planting, not for areas that are on the dry side. USDA reports yesterday afternoon that the U.S. corn crop is now 3% planted, up 1% from last week and 1% ahead of the 5-year average. The U.S. winter wheat crop rated at 48% good to excellent, down 1% from last week, but twice as good as last year's 24% good to excellent. John's going to be out of the office the rest of the week. No market letter is going to be set out, but he'll always be around the phone. Corpus Christi's public elevator was closed over the weekend, then opened this week for Milo trucks 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. In Houston, the Andersons and Hanson Mueller open weekdays 7 to 3, while Timco is open Tuesdays and Thursdays 7 to noon. For help marketing your grains, contact Tuggle & Company, calling 361-852-5207. And we're on the line with Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. Riley, how was your Monday sale?
I went good, Larry. Obviously, calf market was a good bit cheaper due with what's been happening with the board and all the propaganda in the dairy business and what have you, but still bringing lots of money. I guess, some of those lightweight calves probably 8 to 10 cheaper. Maybe some of the real small ones, the 2 to 3 weights, might be up 12 to 15 cheaper. Most of the yearling cattle kind of 8 to 10 cheaper than what it has been the last few weeks. But like I said, still a really good market. Ended up with 1,512 head today. Pretty good volume and a good market test. Had some pairs bring anywhere from 1,250 up to 2,200. Some bred cows from 1,200 up to 2,100. Packer cows were pretty much steady, maybe a couple dollars cheaper, 134 to 144 on your high-yielding cows, 120 to 136 on your breakers, 94 to $1.28 on your canners. High-yielding Packer bulls, 142 to 156. Low to medium-yielding bulls, 120 to 142. The 2 to 3 weight choice steers, 322 to 364. Heifer mates, 308 to 348. 3 to 4 weight choice steers, 318 to 368. Heifer mates, 304 to 340. 4 to 5 weight choice steers, 302 to 362. Heifer mates 248 to 316, 5 to 6 weight choice steers 258 308, heifer mates 226 to 254, 6 to 7 weight choice steers 238 to 272, heifer mates 220 to 246, and the 7 to 8 weight cattle your choice steers 214 to 242, and the heifer mates 206 to 224. So, like I said, with everything that's been going on in the futures market, they kind of gave it opportunity to be a little cheaper today, but still a really strong market.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Riley.
361-813-6650 is the cell. 361-786-2553 is the office. LiveOakLivestock.com is the web. And sure want to invite people out this coming Saturday. We got a really good set of replacement cattle in our sale on Saturday. We'll get started at noon.
We've been telling folks about it. Riley, thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, it's time for us to take a look at the meats. USDA's National Pork Carcass Cutout Value higher in the afternoon report by 285 to 100.33. That is the first time the cutout's been over $100 level since September. The belly was the leader, up 1140. Estimated federal slaughter, 472,000 head. That was a 114,000 jump from last week and 122,127 head increase from the same Monday last year. Neighbor, as we look toward the beef side of this meat and protein equation, we see wholesale box prices shooting higher Monday also. Choice was back up $4.90 at $302.07. The Select up $5.57 at $300.27. To narrow that Choice Select spread to just $1.80. That's the lowest it's been in quite a long time. Estimated livestock slaughter pegged at 121,000 head for Monday by the USDA. That's about 11,000 head increase from the previous Monday. As we look toward meats, last week's cash action, 183 to 184 for the South, 187 to 189 in the North. USDA says OKC's, Oklahoma City's auction, 6,800 head on Monday, up from 4,978 last year. Feeder sales were noted $8 to $12 down from last week. Neighbor, there's a look at the meat moves. We're on the line with Benny Cox. It's Monday night, looking toward a Tuesday sheep and goat sale in San Angelo. Benny, what's it looking like now?
Just about like an instant replay from last week's, what it looked like at about 4:30 or so.
Right.
And we sold 66.35. You know, I'm sure guessing we'll have 65 or better. We could have, we'd have 7,000, who knows. But I guess it'll be about like last week. Yep.
Right. Shiny consignments as you looked across the yard?
Just like it's been lots of lambs and goats.
How about the cattle sale come late week?
Actually, we've got 127 cows. They're blacks, black Bolies. There's going to be some Herefords on them. They said there was like 70 calves were small enough we're going to need to pair them, and then we'll pregnancy test the balance of those cows. So they'll be there for this Thursday. And then those cows are 3 and 4 year old. Good. Then there's going to be a special cow sale on the 25th. There'll be another 100 of those cows that are 3 and 4 year olds. And then we've got another consignment of 120 Angus cows bred to Angus bulls. So if somebody needs some stock cows, we've got some, the ages are good on these cows. So
good. If you want to talk to Benny more about those or the sheep and goat sale in San Angelo, Benny, tell everybody how to do that.
Yep. My phone number is 325-234-4277. The office, same area code, 653-3371. Or they can always look at the web, which is producersandcargill.com.
Benny, thank you very much.
Talk to you tomorrow morning.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's talk about Wholesale Steel San Antonio. Wonderful company. George and crew want to do business with you. Their heavy-duty line can allow you to work, move, crowd, and load your animals with confidence with your own equipment. With heavy material and strong construction, those panels withstand even the roughest stock while still remaining portable. Check out their price list at their website, wholesalesteelusa.com. Round pins, stalls, panels for separating livestock. Lifetime limited warranty on those cattle panels. Local dealers available. Locations in San Antonio and Hearn. Call the San Antonio office, 210-64-2000, or the Hearn location, 979-280-6100. That's Wholesale Steel. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how was the Mason sale?
You bet, Larry. We went up right at 423 head of cattle today. A little lighter run. A lot of that had to do with the eclipse and all the uncertainty and traffic and everything else that's around the area and everything. We did get done in time for the eclipse. Got to see all that. Very unique experience. I thought overall that with the cattle we had today, the market was just a hair softer, but a lot of that's due to the avian flu deal that's been around the news last couple of weeks. We've seen the board drop almost $7 or $8 a hundred, but it's still very, very strong and everything. I thought the stocker steers probably anywhere from $5 to $8 lower compared to last week. And then also the stocker heifers are probably $3 to $7 lower. A lot of that has to do with we're seeing lots and lots of fleshy calves come to town as comparable to weeks before this. We had a lot of calves with a lot of condition on them. And so right now we're seeing a lot of the fat calves. That has most of the bearing on the market, I think, as a whole, even though the futures have dropped a little bit. Get into feeder steers and feeder heifers, they're probably $3 to $5 lower today. A lot of those cattle are becoming very fleshy also. So that has a little dependence on the market too. Packer cows were steady, still very, very active on those, very active on the Packer bulls. They all held pretty well steady, maybe $1 higher or whatever. Pairs and bred cows didn't have a lot to test the market with today, but overall very, very steady. So still a very good market overall, Larry.
Do we know anything for Thursday yet?
Yes, sir. We got several deals coming in for Thursday. Got a couple groups of calves coming in. I got a deal of about 80 cows coming off of one ranch with 36 calves on the side of them. Got another deal of 70-something cows with about 56 calves on the side of them. They'll be anywhere from young up to solid mouth. We'll group and pair them up and everything. I got about 50-something yearlings or calves off of one ranch weighing 400 to 500 pounds. I got another ranch in about 70-something calves being weighing kind of 350 to 550 pounds. So that's what we know of today. Good run. Then we're getting rid of that big best of the best sale on Saturday. We got over 3,700 consigned to that. Unbelievably, quality is very, very high on those cattle. A lot of bred cows, bred heifers, open heifers, and lots of pairs that'll be off that sale, Larry. And that's going to be 10 o'clock this Saturday. We have everything already up on our website and everything. Y'all can go to jordancattle.com, look at all that, or give us a call. No problem at all.
Ken, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You bet, Larry. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye-bye.
This is Channel 5 reporting live from the rangeland, where earlier today, a death was reported. I'm standing here talking to...
Mesquite.
Mr. Mesquite, what happened here today?
Well, Weesatch and I had been living on this rangeland. Every year, the rancher would spray us with herbicide, and we'd take a nice, long nap. but we always woke up.
What changed, Mesquite?
It's that Invora herbicide. The rancher used it with Rangeview to target his application. And now I don't think Weesatch is coming back.
I wouldn't think so. It's guaranteed good.
Control for 5 years.
You heard it from Mesquite himself. Invora and Rangeview stop brush for the long haul. It's guaranteed.
Start investing in the long haul with guaranteed Mesquite and Weesatch control at Invora.com. That's INVORA.com. Always read and follow label instructions. Invora is a restricted use pesticide. Invora is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. We're getting ready for the Tuesday sheep and goat sale. What's it looking like Monday night?
Larry, it's going to be a little lighter tomorrow. Pretty slow all day. I'm thinking we'll get somewhere around that 15 to 2 on the sheep and goat end, and sure think cattle end will kind of been running like we've been, somewhere around that 5 to 700, something like that. So had that eclipse here today, so it kind of slowed things down. I'm sure everybody cleaned out and sure ought to be able to get around and sure ought to get our number of cattle.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much, Sean.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, it's Steven with D&D here in Seguin. Just want to let everybody know, since it's springtime, we've got new garden stuff and new outdoor furniture in. We've got everything from planters and little garden carts all the way up to some small garden sets if you wanted to sit outside and enjoy the nice weather. If you have any questions or want to come take a look, give me a call and we'll get you taken care of. Thanks.
Contact Stephen at 830-379-7340. Check him out on the web, ddtexasoutfitters.com. We're on the line with Scotty Swartz from Cattleman's Brenham Livestock Auction. They sell on Friday. It's a Monday morning. What did it look like, Scotty?
Man, Harry, we had lots of big cows, lots of big slaughter cows. We had over 350 slaughter cows and bulls, and I guess the reason was, man, this cow market that's on the slaughter cows is just about as good as I've ever seen. We had some really big fat cows, and the really good cows, they bring in the 40s, some of them bring in the low 50s, and the bulls were bringing in the high 40s and 50s, so it's a good time, man. If you got something to clean up, it's about as good as time as any. We had 980 cattle is what we wound up with, which was pretty good. The main reason because we didn't have a sale on Easter week. But the market is, calf market maybe been a little softer in spots, looks like, for what's going on, but it's still really, really good. So that's kind of what we had going on. Had lots of really good calves. I want to say thanks to the customers, man. We had a great set of calves there Friday, but market's still really good. If y'all need some help and need something done, y'all call us. Call us at 979-836-3621. We'd love to help you.
Scotty, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you before the sale and see what you've drawn.
Yes, sir.
You bet. Have a good day.
Thank you, Mr. Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I want to remind you about all 5 locations of MG Building Materials. They've got one in Pleasanton, one in San Antonio, one in Corpus, one in Uvalde, and one in Kerrville. That's MG Building Materials. Whether it's farm and ranch electrical, hardware and tools, lawn and garden and housewares, or paints, floor coverings, plumbing and heating, steel products and flashing, roofing, or gypsum installation, you can trust MG. Remember, 5 locations. Find the one near you at mgbuildingmaterials.com. We're on the line with Colt Adams. Colt, you got a special coming up on the 13th. Talk to these folks about it.
Yes, sir, Mr. Larry. We do have a special this April the 13th starting at 12 noon right here at El Campo Livestock. It will be our spring sale, the Pearl of the Prairie spring special replacement sale. We'll start right here at 12 noon. We'll be offering right at 40 bulls. We are offering to sell some bulls for Mr. Harlan here. Will be 30 of them good Charolais bulls. We'll have some Hereford bulls, a few Brayford bulls here as well. On the female end of it, we will have 200 Brangus pairs and bred, be consisting of cows and heifers. Be lots of good quality in that deal. There will be over 100 F1 Brayford pairs and bred cattle on that deal. It'll be consisting of pairs, breds, heifers, and cows. There will be around 40 to 50 Beefmaster and Beefmaster cross pairs and breds. Then there will be around 100 F1 Brayford open heifers that will be ready for bulls. Lots of good quality on them heifers all the way throughout. Would make some good show pins. The rest of them be right at 750 females here. The rest of them be good crossbreds, lots of good Brahman cross. It'll work all the way on anywhere you want to put them on the Gulf Coast.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Colt.
Yes, sir. You can give me a call on my cell phone at 361-920-1618. That's the best way to get a hold of me. And if you want to look at updates, you can go to our website at elcampolivestock.com.
Neighbor, here's a shotgun look at the grains courtesy of John Tuggle and Company. Corpus Milo 974, yellow corn to Corpus 490 and a half, hard red winter wheat to Houston 644 and a half, and Placido beans 1094. Texas cotton Bowden, 7665 to 8015. That's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble. You're my neighbor. Good day.